reporters, welcome to our first episode of PBN News. I'm Annabelle.
And I'm Aisha. In this news program, we will feature different events and people within our school community.
Our Reporter Plays Drama Club proudly presents our musical, The Addams Family. Showings are Thursday, May 1st at 7 p.m., Friday, May 2nd at 7 p.m., and on Saturday, May 3rd, showings at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m.
To our Porter players, break a leg. LTHS drafting and design students made history at the IDEA state competition, bringing home a record 5 state titles and 3 second-place finishes. Huge congrats to our students and staff.
For the Golden Key Award, nominate your favorite bus driver and why they deserve to be nominated. The form needs to be submitted and completed on May 2nd. You can also nominate your favorite teacher for the William and Mildred Jackson Teacher Recognition Award.
Let's take a closer look into International Culture Week. International Cultures Week allows students to come together and learn about cultures worldwide. Junior Blurta Shawaipai came up with the idea for International Cultures Week, and teachers hope it becomes an annual event for the Lockport community. Its purpose is to promote and facilitate the teaching and learning of languages and cultures in our school, encourage positive self-awareness about our languages and cultures, and help us become more accepting of one another. In speaking with Blurta, she expressed that with the continuous support from our LTH community, we can create lasting impressions on our diverse student body.
This is our first year kicking this off with kind of all the cultures of students in the building, staff members, and just cultures of the world. So with International Culture Week, we have had morning trivia with different songs and questions. And in trivia, not to give it away too much, but we are going to have 2 different countries on 2 different continents that are represented. We've been doing a version of Capture the Flag, where there's flags around the building and students could find them and earn a prize. I have different flags printed out from countries all over the world. Cultures that I know are representative of our students, as well as just some other ones. Everyone can and has participated. It's been awesome having a bunch of students coming into my room at all times with their flags in handfuls. We've also had our book display of different cultures behind me. In class, we've listened to songs to guess languages. We have the Pulsera project, so we're selling bracelets and purses. So the Pulsera project has artists from Guatemala and Nicaragua. They hand make all of the pieces themselves, and the artist has their name and a picture on the tag. I would hopefully love if more students would lead some of the activities and have their ideas come through, because it's the students' cultures that we're also celebrating, so I would love to have their input. And I know East has some activities that are different from ours, and we have some that are different from theirs, so I think just kind of separate buildings, separate activities is good, I think, because then freshmen going over to East will have a different experience than next year, and we can talk to different students to get some different ideas from year to year.
Thank you so much, Blurta, for bringing this impactful idea to life for our school community.
April 3rd, Lockport students had the opportunity to participate in Reality Story, a simulation of what life would be like as an adult with their career of choice. Every student researches the minimum wage of their job and then uses the information to plan out their monthly expenses. The main purpose of Reality Story is to enlighten students about their earnings that will be used when they are adults. Let's take a closer look.
Reality Store started, it was myself and a couple of my colleagues back in '98. Went and visited something at a trees workshop, and there were other schools that were kind of doing it. So then we brought it here. That was actually the 2nd year of the Freshman Center. So we went and visited the 1st year, and then we implemented it the 2nd year. So in '99 was the 1st year we started it.
So I did this before, about 4 years ago, for my son when he was at the freshman building, and I really enjoyed just being here, helping out, and also working with the students and kind of giving them a little bit of a reality check of expenses and life after school.
It's helped me kind of plan or have the idea of what my future would be like and how much in terms of bills I have to pay, how much I have to set aside for the things that I want.
I really like the Reality Story because it really helps students understand what they have to go through in the future.
So I think it's going to make them really think about the classes they're taking and the jobs that they're preparing for.
which, I mean, we didn't have when I was in school.
I think it's kind of an eye-opener. I feel like as high schoolers, sometimes you think there's a money tree and, like your parents are paying for this, paying for that. But when you come here and you see like, wow, this is a breakdown of how much it costs just for me to survive and live and eat.
It gives us an idea of like what leaving school and starting working, where your money's going to go. It gives us an idea of like what that's going to be like.
Thanks to the CCA department and volunteers for making this possible for the freshmen.
Now let's check in with Robert for Lock Sports.
Thank you, Aisha. This week in sports, Porter Baseball went 1-0 this week with a 6-4 win over Stagg. Their next games are on Thursday the 24th against Stagg, Friday the 25th against Morris, and Monday the 28th against Lincoln Way Central. In lacrosse, the Porters went 2-1 this week with a 16-1 win over Minooka, a 12-10 win over Lamont, and an 11-5 loss to South Elgin. Their next games are Monday the 28th against Oak Forest and Wednesday the 30th against Dunlap. Porter softball went 4-0 this week with a 5-0 win over South Elgin, a 7-3 win over Neuqua Valley, a 10-0 win over Sandburg, and a 5-3 win over Lincoln Way West. Their next games are Friday the 25th against HF and Tuesday the 29th against Andrew. Girls soccer went 1-1 this week with a 2-1 win over Lamont and a 7-0 loss against Naperville Central. Their next games are Thursday the 24th against Andrew, Tuesday the 29th against Bradley, and Wednesday the 30th against Sandburg. Good job, Porters, on all your wins this week. I wish you good luck in your next games. This was Lock Sports, and back to the desk.
Thanks, Robert.
This has been PBN News.
Thanks for watching, Porters.
Best together.